Special thanks goes to Admiral Cosmo, also known as Belgium Cosmos, for donating this King Flour 00 pizza flour. He ordered it from my Amazon wish list. Everyone, check out my Amazon wish list for more stuff you can gift to me. Thank you so much. First step, 105 grams of water. Warm water, preferably, of course. Maybe like 110 degrees Fahrenheit, in that range. Put this in for like 30 seconds. Maybe less, because you don't want to kill the yeast. We're going to take the temperature of the water with this thing here. You guys can see. All right, it's like 90. That's good enough. It doesn't have to be about 100 degrees, 98 degrees. That's fine. 105 grams of water. Now we break this out because this is a little bit more precise. This scale here. There we go, 2.5 grams. We pour this in the water like a surgeon. Pour that in the water. All right, so the next thing you want to do is get some sugar or fucking honey. I'll just use sugar today. You want to spin that, we're going to add a little sugar in there. Just spin it around. A little bit of sugar to activate the yeast. Just want to mix that around. So it dissolves. That yeast dissolves with the sugar. The sugar is going to activate the yeast. The yeast is going to feed on the sugar and it's going to start bubbling up. And when it bubbles up, that means it's ready to go into the flour for the Poolish. Cool. We're just going to let that sit for about 15 minutes until it bubbles up.
Echo! Set timer for 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Alright, so let's open up the King Author flour here. And they have precise instructions here. Let's see, let's follow the scissors. Man, these scissors suck. The fuck are these scissors good for, huh? Don't worry, I have backup scissors. Oh yes, these scissors are a lot better. Alright, cool. Here, see, it opens like that. Alright, so now, for the Poolish, be very careful with this new 00 flour. We're going to add 105 grams of flour. $102, $103. There we go. 106, but yeah, let's just try to be exact here. Making it straight up 105. There you go, straight up 105 on there. You can see that it's ready by the bubbles. Look. So it's ready to go. It's bubble. See how it's bubble? The bubbles? We can pour it in here to the flour. Okay, now we just mix it up. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, it's gonna be like a pancake batter. It's just want to mix it up to a nice consistency. Oh, this is my first time using the 00 flour. I can't wait. We have to go to the store and get some pepperoni as well for the pizza. See, it's like pancake batter. Sometimes you can't help it. Sticks to the spatula. You can try to get as much as you possibly can off of it, but it's probably futile. All right, good enough. Trying to get it all that Poolish off.
Okay, now you want to put the lid on there and then wait about an hour, and then you store it in the refrigerator for 24 hours.
Okay, this is part 2 of making pizza dough. So we have a Poolish here. This is the Poolish from yesterday. It's been about 24 hours. And now we're gonna go and make the pizza dough. This is enough for 2 pizzas. So here, we need 105 grams of water, 195 grams of flour. I'm doing this recipe. This is for 2, this is for 4 pizzas. So I have the salt and the water in there. And now what we're gonna do, let me get this light on over here so we can see it better. You're gonna make sure the salt is dissolved in the water. I already did that. Now we're gonna pour it in here, the water and the salt in the Poolish. Get this bigger bowl too. Get this coffee out of the fucking way. And what I like to do is just get that water mixed up, get it all loose, the Poolish loose. Because we're going to transfer it into the bigger bowl. And if you have a dough machine, use a dough machine. I'm just doing this by hand. It's only 2 pizza doughs. A dough mixer, that is, if you have a dough mixer. I'm fixing to get a dough mixer once I start working again and getting money. Things are really depressing for me lately. All right, so what I like to do is just transfer this over, get all that out, and transfer it over to the bigger bowl. Now let's just keep mixing that. And then here I already have the flour. It's 195 grams, but you don't want to add all that flour at once. You want to add a little bit of the flour at a time. I add about half that flour. You keep mixing. guys can see what I'm doing here. Keep mixing. Yeah, the rest of that flour. And that's the rest of that flour. I'm just got to keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And sometimes I use at one point, I'm probably going to use my hands to mix this instead of this spatula. I would say about 10 minutes or so. Keep mixing this. Try to get all that flour into the pizza dough. It'll be a little sticky. Don't let that discourage you. If it gets sticky, you can always add more flour. And I'm using King Arthur 00 flour. Big up to Admiral Cosmos. Add a little bit more flour. And I might just start using my hand. At this point, I'm going to just use my hand to mix it. Get all that flour. Get all that dough. Kind of like a knead as well. We can knead it on the table, but I'm not in the mood to knead it on the table because then I'll have to wipe down the table. I'm just going to try to do everything in this bowl here. Get all that flour on the side. You can always add like more flour if you feel like it's too sticky. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to go ahead and just do it on the table here. And knead it on the table, countertop, that is. Get all that dough on the countertop. We'll go ahead and just knead it. You want a nice little consistency. Oh, yeah. Look how smooth that is, chat. There we go, chat. You want this to a nice consistency. Let me get all this flour up, too. Way to clean your table. The flour residue. Then we're going to wait about 20 minutes and we're going to make the pizza balls. Put a towel over it, preferably a damp towel. With the magic of video editing, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Okay. So it's been 20 minutes. And look how it expanded. It basically doubled in size. Now what I want to do is now cut them up, but we're going to get these bowls ready. So we got these storage containers. And I'm going to just I'm going to get ready for this chat by pouring some olive oil in there in each one, because these are for 2 pizzas, so get some olive oil in there so it doesn't stick. Oops, made a little mess, of course. All right, so let's chop this in half. God damn. Should be about 258 grams with 257 grams each. Get the scale. That's 262. About 261 there. There we go. So that's 258 grams. Now, what we're going to do is make the balls. Get your fingers with oil on it. And we're going to form the balls like so. Like a balloon. Just like a balloon, see? So there's no air pockets. Smooth it out if you want, like so. Hopefully you guys can see. And we'll put it in the storage container. That's pizza ball 1. And we'll do the same here on the second one as well. So we get all that dough. So. Smooth it out. Like a so. And then a little bit more olive oil on top. Just a little tiny bit, like a little dot. So it doesn't stick. All right, so we're going to let it sit out for another hour, and it's ready to go. We think we're going to make 2 pizzas tonight. All right, so wait about 40 minutes to an hour, and we'll be ready to make the pizza. Hey, what's up? So it's your boy OG Geezer, also known as Majestic Lion. Thank you for tuning into this video. Tomorrow, which is June 29th, Thursday, we're gonna make the pizza, so stay tuned. We're gonna go live tomorrow and make the pizza with the King Arthur's 00 flour. Once again, I must say, big ups to Admiral Cosmos for donating, doing, the Amazon gifting me that pizza dough. I really appreciate it. But stay tuned. We're going to use the Uni Coda 16 tomorrow, which is June 29th. We're going to go live with the pizza making, and I'm sure it's going to come out really good because the King Arthur is probably a factor. All right. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'll see you guys when I see you. Boom!